while already. Anyways, we just read one hadith from Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala's compilation of 40 hadith um, as part of our Naseehah for today. So, عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه. Okay, yeah, it actually says his name. عن أبي هريرة عبد الرحمن بن صخر رضي الله عنه. If ever you wanted to know what Abu Huraira's name was, his name wasn't father of the cat. His name was Abdul Rahman ibn Sakhr. That's the name of Abu Huraira رضي الله عنه. عن أبي هريرة عبد الرحمن بن صخر رضي الله عنه قال, he said, سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول, I heard the messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم saying, ما نهيتكم عنه فاجتنبوه. ما نهيتكم عنه. نهى, to prohibit. ما نهيتكم عنه. That which I have prohibited you from it, فاجتنبوه, abstain from it, avoid it. وَمَا أَمَرْتُكُمْ بِهِ, and that which I have commanded you with, وَمَا أَمَرْتُكُمْ بِهِ فَأْتُوا مِنْهُ. فَأْتُوا مِنْهُ. Literally, that means أَتَى means to come, but when we say فَأْتُوا مِنْهُ, then it means like produce it, or bring it forth, or do it. Right? Then approach it or do it. مَا اسْتَطَعْتُمْ. That's the important part of the hadith. Actually, there's a number of important lessons from the hadith, but فَأْتُوا مِنْهُ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُمْ. Do it as much as you are able to, as much as you can. فَإِنَّمَا أَهْلَكَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ, because it was only something that destroyed those before you. What was it? What's the fa'il of أهلك? كثرة مسائلهم واختلافهم على أنبيائهم. What is it that destroyed those before you? It was the uh, abundance of questions, the the abundance of questions, and the abundance of differing with the prophets, their opposition to and their differing with the prophets. So this, the hadith is again pretty much self-explanatory. But lessons to highlight from this hadith. Number one, ما نهيتكم عنه فاجتنبوه وما أمرتكم به فأتوا منه. Let's just look all over there. What's Rasulullah saying? Whatever I command you, whatever I prohibit you from, refrain from it. Stay away from it. وما أمرتكم به, and whatever I command you with, do it. Do it. Right? In that, there is a proof. You may say it's circular in some way, but there is an understanding that's conveyed that not just what is in the Quran, but what is in the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam should be followed. Right? And this is a similar thing is mentioned in the Quran. وَمَا آتَاكُمُ الرَّسُولُ فَخُذُوهُ وَمَا نَهَاكُمْ عَنْهُ فَانْتَهُوا. Yes, that does come in a specific context, but the words are general, and we base our understanding on the generality of those words. So there is that proof. Whatever Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam prohibited us from, we stay away from. Whatever he commanded us to do, we do that. Right? How do we do it? Do we question? There's different types of questioning. At the end of this hadith, the last part of the hadith indicates to the idea that questioning is bad. Right? Because it says, what destroyed those before you is the abundance of questioning and differing with the prophets. So there's different types of questioning. There is a question when you seek to understand something, and there is a type of questioning when you're being obstinate, when you, like, somebody tells you to do something, your mom tells you to do something, and then you ask a million questions because you want to delay doing it or you don't want to do it. You want to get out of doing it. That's the type of questioning that is dispraised. But if you ask about salah, why do we make salah? But you ask about it from the perspective of making izharul hikmah. You want to understand the wisdom behind it, and you want to appreciate salah to a greater degree. You have already submitted to doing it, and you are striving to do it with excellence. That type of question is not bad, right? But it's the obstinate question that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is opposed to. So whatever Rasulullah tells us to do, whatever we know is authentically attributed to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whether it be from the Quran uh, or the Sunnah, we follow that. When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells us if a fly goes into your drink, then dip it in and then take it out, because uh, the sickness is in one wing and the cure is in the other wing. Then we do just that, whether we understand it or not. We do just that. One day science will catch up to him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to his understanding of that. But that hadith, that was one hadith that posed a problem for the rationalists. They would say that this hadith is irrational. How do we? The fly is in my drink. I must dip the fly further into my drink and then take it out. Um, no, no, no. But there were some studies done not too long ago, very recently, that that affirmed something like that. I'm gonna maybe next week you must remind me, inshallah. I'll find the study that affirms something like that. That the fly, something pertaining to the fly's wings. Let me just Google it quickly. Let's see. Material studies on fly wings. There's a number of studies on it. You can uh, some insect wings and actual antibiotics. I mean, you can Google it and you can find about that. But for a long time, many people wanted to reject the hadith because it didn't accord with their understanding. So what I'm saying is we don't do that. We submit to the teachings of Rasulullah. The second important point, and this is actually why Imam al-Ghazali, oh sorry, Imam al-Nawawi rahmatullah presents the hadith. For that simple word, the mastata'tu. Do what I've commanded you to do. Do what I've commanded you to do as much as you can, to the best of your ability. Right? And that's very important because some people they they start doing, they do good, but they overburden themselves. They overburden themselves um, with doing good. That's not what Rasulullah wanted from us. He didn't want you to kill yourself about the good that you didn't do. Yes, sometimes we must regret, and that regret will spur us to do more. But at the same time, that's not the purpose of Rasulullah coming. His coming was a mercy. So if you find that you're becoming depressed on account of not doing good action, then you must, read some more Quran and review that understanding. Allah only commands us to do as much as we are able to do. And when I say as much as we're able to do, I'm not saying like be lazy and justify that by saying this is what I'm able to do. No, no. Every person knows what they are capable of. But know that when something is out of your control, when it's truly out of your ability, that Allah doesn't hold you to task for that. Allah will not um, reckon you for that. So that's something very important, right? We do we fulfill the commandments of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the best of our ability, as much as we can. That's the thing. Not less than that, but not we don't beat ourselves up about not doing it more than that. I hope that's understood. We can discuss that more next week, inshallah. But for now, our time is up. Khalil is probably going to come shortly, so um, just need to do something in 5 minutes before I go to the next class. Uh, if there are any comments or anything like that, we can discuss it next week, inshallah. Um, when we continue with the next hadith as well. So in there for now, وجزاكم الله خيرا وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. One of our brothers um, from the Dawrah class, Abdul Nasser, passed away last night. He was the COVID as well. We make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him the highest of abodes in Jannah, grant him the rank of martyrdom, and grant his family sabr and contentment. Difficult times for people, but we keep everyone, the entire ummah, we keep everyone in our du'as. Keep me in your du'as as well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam.
Ziad, I'm going to make you the host.
Thank you.
Wa alaikum assalam, Shah.